And we're on. What's going on, Facebook friends, Facebook family? I got a special treat for all of you today. It's Coach Clee coming at you as your motivational speaker, your empowerment coach, your author, and your favorite baker's favorite baker. Coming here, I got two special individuals. I'm married, my first married couple I'm interviewing tonight. But before I introduce them, I need to know what the energy levels are. I need to know what the energy levels are like. So if you had a good day today, I need you to put a 1 in the comment section. Put a 1 in the comment section if you had a good day today. And can you guys believe it? I don't believe in bad days. I believe a lot of people call them bad days, but I like to call them character building days because you can learn from them, you can build from them, you can always do better. If you had a bad day, tomorrow may be that much more better. So if you had a character building day, I need you to put a 2, looks like a peace sign. Put a 2 in the comment section if you had a character building day. Put a 2 in the comment section if you had a character building day. Thank you, Shayla, for tuning in. Tag, like, and share. I appreciate it. And if you had such an outstanding, wonderful, marvelous, stupendous day, I need you to put a 0 in that chumpy. Put a 0 in the comment section if you had a good, outstanding day today. It's kind of like this is a bubble, and you're right there in the middle of that bubble, and nothing can penetrate it. You understand?
Right.
I'm putting a 0 at the end of this live because today's been a tremendous day. What are you guys going to put on?
I'm putting a 0.
I'm going to do a 0. Every day is a Saturday.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Yeah, we're living on the weekends. Ladies and gentlemen. I like it. Oh, okay. The Wi-Fi is going to keep going in and out. Please bear with us. We are in a different setting. We're not in the lab with the pen and the pad, but we are still right here live with you today. Make sure you check out the website, workwithclee.com. After you get off of here, I'll tag it on here. Make sure you check out, subscribe to the YouTube page. It's Coach Clee. Like the Facebook page. It's also called Coach Clee. Jamal, thank you for joining in. Tag, like, and share. Special guests. Introduce him in a minute. Some of you may know him, some of you may not. I got Steven Johnson right here to my right, maybe your left. I can't tell which way you're holding the phone. And I got Carla Johnson, his wife, to my right, also your left, and I can't tell which way you're holding the phone. They are a married couple, my first married couple on here. They are the founders of the nonprofit Blessed to Give. Did I say it right?
Yes, sir.
Because I had the wrong name before, but we ain't going to talk about all that. They've done events involving a mini library, paint parties, Valentine photo shoot. They've done seminars. They've done a slime night involving children. Most and for school-age students. They had an event with Eric Thomas. He was involved with that event, and they were also affiliated with the 500 Men Reading. And we had Floyd Stokes on here, the super reader. He was involved in that too. So we keep building. Cyclic, we keep doing that. I need you. I'm getting ahead of myself because I'm out of my element. I'm getting out of my element. What's up?
No, I was adding on to you.
I'm getting out of my element because I have Steve Johnson. He has his own shows called Ask Steve, right? Is it on your page?
Every Tuesday.
Ask Steve every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday, any particular
7
time?
to 7:30.
7 to 7:30, where he will field questions that if you ask him questions before the show starts, he will answer questions about social issues. So make sure you check him out, all right? I need some hearts. I need some thumbs up. Since we can't do applause, I need to see the love. I need to see the love. I need some hearts right there. I need you to have them things come through. I see Coach Steve is on. Thank you for joining in, Coach. Tag, like, and share. When you check the website out, make sure you check out March 4th. No Shade at All, like the 2 books. Coach Clee Apparel's on there, and Stark is definitely on there. But without further ado, I'm going to have them introduce themselves to you. Steve and Carla, can you tell me a little bit about yourselves?
Ladies go first. Go ahead.
I'm Carla Johnson. First, let's talk about how we're both graduates of the Hannah.
Yes, we are.
We grew up together.
Yes, we are.
We did.
Yes, we are.
So I'm Carla Johnson. We're together. We have Blessed to Give. Like Clee said, Blessed to Give is 3 different entities. We have Camp S.W.A.G, which is our youth program standing for Soldiers Walking According to God.
Okay.
And then we have our CPR training. He's a certified CPR trainer.
Okay.
Through the Red Cross. And then we have therapy, where he does individual and group therapy. Outside of that, we're parents. We have dogs. I work at D&H. I'm on their community care board for D&H Cares, for D&H Distributor on 7th Street. And that's basically what we're doing right now. What you got?
A little bit about myself. Originally from Camden, New Jersey.
Okay.
Moved to Harrisburg when I was roughly 14. At that time, I was a hellion, getting in a lot of trouble. And I always try to be honest, be genuine when I answer questions.
Absolutely.
So,
you don't know who you're inspiring.
Going through the struggle was something I grew accustomed to. I got a little taller, roughly around 17. Started to hoop. Hoop really changed me. But then, to be eligible for school, be eligible to play ball, you had to get grades. So
gave you that structure.
Yeah, so it gave me something like a goal. So it started to inspire me to reach new heights.
Exactly.
So graduated, really just didn't know what to do with myself. So I ended up going to Hack. I graduated Hack in like 4 years. It was crazy. The Boys and Girls Club. Shout out to the Boys and Girls Club.
There we go.
They paid for it.
Okay.
So they paid most of my Hack. I left out Hack. I think I didn't know anything. So when I left Hack, that was cool. Got my associate in elementary ed. Took that and I went to Millersville. From Millersville, I graduated with my bachelor's in social work. I then proceeded to get my master's in psychology.
Okay.
On May 10th, next Friday, I have my master's in social work, my MSW.
Congratulations.
So,
bam. Congratulations.
My man. So it is for me, it don't even feel like this is work. Doing therapy is something that I've been called to do. It's a blessing. I don't even get tired. Like, should tell you, like, I don't get home. When I get home, that's when I be like, all right, I need like some self-care time. Yeah. Because like I pour so much into what I'm doing. The CPR, that's just something that I'm passionate about. And the reason why I'm so passionate about it is because my brother watched my uncle die of a massive heart attack, probably like 6 years ago.
Okay. Sorry to hear that.
At TGIF.
Oh, wow.
Right? So it was here in Harrisburg. And so if my brother would have just had that skill set to do it,
Right.
I don't know if it would have saved his life.
Right.
But I'm trying to give people tools to save lives.
Right.
And so what I look to do, I look to get discounts. Like Red Cross charges $115. I'm charging $20. Like it's not about me. It's about community.
Society.
It's about
exactly.
And people, you need it for like jobs and DPW and things of that nature. But more importantly, you need it for like, I'm at a cookout, my cousin passed over. What do I do? How do I respond?
You would be that first responder on scene until the guys show up. Yep.
Right. So it is just doing that. So that's just a little bit about me. I'm just always here to work and have fun, because I laugh at everything.
Before camera, we were laughing about some things offset, so it's hot in here too, so it took us a while to set up, but we had a good time setting up. Thank you for the intro. I appreciate it.
Yep.
I appreciate it a lot. I see Clarence is on. Thank you for watching. Tag, like, and share. Got a question real quick. Let me see. I got to get close for these questions.
I can't even see.
Said, what up, Steve? I'm proud of you in the Boys and Girls Club. I'm so proud of you. That's from Steve Early.
Hey, Steve, my man. So, and he knew the bad Steve too. Like,
okay.
During that time, and this is why I'm so grateful, and I give back to the Boys and Girls Club religiously. Because of guys like Steve, because of guys like Mark Harthorne, DeWitt. So what we would do is I'll go there right after school, and then I'm there until like 10, 11. And then somebody would like take me home and drop me off. And this was every day. And so it wasn't like once in a while, like, yo, we'll hoop it's like 11, 12, drop me off, dead tired, walk upstairs. Like, they got to know my parents, my mom. Like, the Boys and Girls Club really presents like a community. And that's what triggered us in talking about it. Like, we want to do that with S.W.A.G.
Gotcha.
It is just, sense. So, Steve, you the man, homie.
He's a pioneer. He was on the show last week, man. He's a trailblazer in his own right. I understand. Yeah, so... And we got to get to this question. This is one of my favorite questions. Of course it is. You want to know why? Because I love this water. What do you guys think of this water we just had?
We got to taste it again.
Okay, let's cool off in this hot room that we're in.
So, I think it's great. I was saving my answer, right?
Okay,
I had it before. A friend of mine also does it at my job. So he gave me a couple bottles of it before. And I'm really into the alkaline, and then the level, the pH level. So I did a lot of research on it with like Dr. CB and like all of that, and how it's supposed to like cure certain things and make your diet. So I'm all into that. So I'm giving it an A+.
Okay, so there we go. We got thumbs up for that. Make sure you get the thumbs up on that answer.
Start water. And make sure you have the right pH level. I think that matters too.
It does matter, because if you have too much pH, it can be detrimental to your body, of course. So we have a high amount of pH, and it's not detrimental to your body. It's actually beneficial. Thank you very much.
So I'm more ignorant than the both of them, so I don't really know nothing. All I can tell you, if the water tastes good or if it tastes bad. I would tell you that this tastes good. That's why mine is almost gone.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Because this is good, and I don't just drink any water. Like, I just don't. I don't know. I just like Deer Park. My thing is, if it's Deer Park, I'm rocking with it. If it's not Deer Park, then
or this.
Yeah, moving forward, if I can get me some.
You can get you some.
I don't know where you get some.
He got the plug.
So
he's the plug. He is the plug.
So my man's is gonna hook me up. Because I like water, but it gotta be good. You know, we can't have the Aquafinas and the Arcadias. That ain't my style. So, you know, I'm Deer Parking. So right now I'm starting too. So, you know,
that'll work. Had I known, I'd have brought in the full case, and you could have. You know, you almost done, and we ain't done with the interview yet. We still got to hit the highlight points, like events and accomplishments. What kind of events and accomplishments have you guys done with your nonprofit so far?
So far, the crazy thing about our nonprofit is we started actually in 2016.
Did you really?
With our youth program,
okay.
And that's a long story. But we were under another nonprofit out of Jersey because he's from Jersey, and he actually went to the nonprofit. Urban Promise, shout out to Urban Promise, as a child. So we were under their umbrella, and we were under them for about a year, and we practiced out of, because it is a soldier walking according to God, we practiced out of a church. And then we did like every Saturday events, every Sunday we took them to church, the kids to church, and then we had the Camp Curtin gym. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays in the summer.
Okay.
And we did what's that called? Like
games, activities, like a summer camp.
Yeah. With them, and then we stopped for about 7-8 months, and we just started back up in January, like full steam ahead. And our first big event we had was at Harrisburg University, basically on bullying and self-esteem. We had Chris Franklin, S.W.A.G grad. He was our keynote speaker. We always going to throw out the hand. Always going to rep the
shout out S.W.A.G grad.
Listen, S.W.A.G grad. Chris Franklin, and then we had Jenny Chavez. She's a lawyer. We had Hanif Johnson. He's a judge, and we had Contrail Arbor. He works in the community with kids, and then we had Jametta Colston. She's HR for Hershey, and they were our guest speakers. And then we had breakout sessions before the kids. So that was our first big one. But basically, you named a lot of them that we do. We just try for like every 2 weeks to have a different event.
Okay.
And the event, like our goal was to give them something that they weren't getting. So like we had candle making from scratch. Like there's grown-ups that haven't done that. And then we've had like paint parties at studios. We just had a self-esteem one where we took a couple females, because we do mentorship, so like I knew they had certain like lower self-esteems, and we did makeup, hair. We always bring people in from the community. We're big about community support.
I like that. That's good.
They like made them beautiful, and then we talked about having a high self-esteem. So that's what we've done. We take kids to church. Anything you want to jump in?
Yeah. So I'll start back and go for it real quick. So like she said, the first idea when we came up with it came in 2016. Urban Promise, what she mentioned, was 1982.
Okay.
And so it was before all your boys and girls clubs and all that stuff. And what it did was it gave little inner city youth who was already in the turmoil of doing like the mischiefs. It gave us a place to come off the street. And so, like, it taught us, like, Bible verses.
Okay.
And you had to know Bible verses to play in your sporting events, you know. So they're like, well, how do you know that? Man, I know John 3:16 like this. I know Genesis 1:1 like this. And the reason why I got to know those things is because if I ain't know it, I couldn't hoop. So later on in life,
I like that.
I still got it ingrained in me. And so we was talking, and my cousin, he opened up one. Down in Trenton.
Okay.
And so he was like, "Yo, come down there. We went to a banquet is where we went." And then he brought in all these funders, and it was like a fundraiser. Sorry, not like a banquet / fundraiser. And so they had all this food, and it was at a university, so it was done real nice. And so when we were there, I was like, "Yo, I think we should do something like this back at home." And she was like, "Huh, I think so." And so when we got back, we started to like form, and then we started to like reach out to different people to help support us. Actually, Steve Irby helped us.
Right, through the food bank.
Through his channels, right? It knows the food bank.
Food bank.
Yeah. Sorry, Steve. My bad. You know I got you, love. So our kids who don't play sports, they got a home. They got something to do. They got a place that they can relate to. They got a safe haven to where though we want to be about them and support them. And so when we started in 2016, The thing that was shocking was that I think in the beginning, correct me if I'm wrong, my memory ain't the best. So
she said, "I got you."
Yeah. So we was having it at the church, and like kids was showing up. But then the one time we had a night event, so we had a game night. Is what it was.
Okay.
The one young boy might have been like 10. Mm-hmm. Now we was down on where 6 turns into Hoffer. Mm-hmm. Hoffman.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, wait.
Across from 27 News.
Yeah, by right beside 27 News, mm-hmm. right? The young boy walked from down.
Like 6 and McClay.
No, it was farther than that. I thought the little one.
He lived on like Jefferson Street.
Yeah,
but he was like this tall.
Yeah,
and he walked all the way down there to come to the event.
Wow.
And so that's what
determination.
Yeah.
That's when we was like, yo,
that's
maybe we should start picking people up.
Yeah. So we started.
So then, like that manifests into like, yo, grab you, trying to grab who needs rides. We'll pick people up, you know, and it just shows that there are kids who really want this stuff. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know,
that outlet is beneficial for them.
The streets is always going to be there. Mm-hmm. But this is Saturday night or Friday night, and you know what, man, I'm going to that thing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to go play basketball. I'm going to go get a good meal. I'm going to go have some fellowship. I'm going to have those things.
We fed them breakfast. We fed them lunch.
Yeah. So then we partnered with at that time Dunkin' Donuts. To where Dunkin' Donuts gave us food. They gave us every week. And I ain't talking about donuts like 24. Mm-hmm. No, Dunkin' Donuts probably is like 124. Okay. Uh-huh. So it was like donuts on deck. And then we got the hot dogs. Then we collaborated with Giant, and then like Target, and then like everybody, Walmart gave it. Building. So then we started building and building. Mm-hmm. So and then to the fact that from being under somebody's 501c3 to now having our own like I think that's a blessing in itself, because what it's saying is that you guys are starting to grow and become your own branch, your own resources. And it's not to take anything from Urban Promise.
Congratulations to you too.
Yeah, thank you very much. Because I think that's the part that's like big in itself. But as far as like accomplishments, man, like school is one thing for us to still be in school and going back and still trying to better ourselves to learn. Because I'm gonna have to look on YouTube. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this stuff. She'll tell you, like, I'll have a chair. She'll be like, you need to put this together. Man, I'll be down there for like 3 hours. She'll be like, you ain't done yet? Listen, man, leave me alone. I need a moment.
We're working toward it.
Yeah, because that's what I see as something like I gotta learn and how to do. And I tighten A, but it says don't tighten A till you pit B. And so, like, I'm looking all confused. And but when I talk about giving back to kids, when I talk about doing what I believe I'm called to do,
that's a burning desire.
That just comes natural. Yeah, like I can do that all day.
But now we found our roles.
Okay.
So
Wi-Fi just kicked back in. The question was, how do you manage handling business partners and being husband and wife? And she's in the middle of answering that question.
So I was saying at the beginning it was hard because we both it was just trying to figure out what he should do, what I should do, you know what I mean? Trying to figure out our roles and how we should do it. And then maybe like on Monday, one person's burning to go and one person wants to sit down. And then on Tuesday, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at the beginning,
yes.
Like the balance was off. We both had the same goal, but how to get there was different. But I think now we found our lanes. So like he's more hands-on and I'm more behind the scenes. And Camp S.W.A.G's more like my baby and the CPR and therapy is his. So I help behind the scenes, and then even with Camp S.W.A.G, like he just jumps in when I'm like, hey, we need this. He just jumps right in, like, you know, no problem. And then when he's better, I mean, honest with you, like I love the kids, but he's better with the kids. So when we go to the actual events, like he's better connecting. You know what I mean, because of his education. You know what I mean. So we just found our lanes, and it's cool now. Like we're good now, but it was Steve. It was rough at the beginning. It was rough.
It's a constant need to reevaluate, reevaluate, and assess the situation all over again. But it's fun because you're doing it for a goal, but at the same time, it's like, oh my God. And so you're working hard, but during the process, like you're falling and you're getting back up. And you know what? You're going to fall again and you're going to get right back up. But
it's a path to success. It's all the same.
Right.
It comes to a head when we get there, and then everything work out good, and then you can sit back.
That's all that matters.
Because before that event, like we might have been going through it, like why didn't you grab this? Why didn't you grab that? And I'd be like, yo, I don't even need that. I'm
plug this in, let that light work, right? Let the light work, something like that. I'm sorry, I had to throw that in there.
Inside joke. But it's a process. Each event, each time, and they get better, and we learn more and more each as we go. But it's like, yo, at the end of the day, I know like she got my back and I got her back.
Exactly.
And then on top of that, it's like when it comes to doing the social media and to getting people. And like her tagline, like I'll put you in the room, is that she is gonna put me in a room. The only reason why I'm sitting here with you talking to all these great, wonderful people on your channel and you yourself is that she had a connection and she reached out and she collaborated and then she just tell me like, yo, be. Anticipating I'm gonna have all the fun in the world, but she's the spark. She's the driving engine behind what we do.
So, and y'all's team, y'all find how to. It seems chaotic at first, then y'all kind of muscle through it. Then in the event, y'all know y'all may not be at each other's throats to the point where y'all are just barking to hate each other, but y'all, it's just one of those tense moments. Then the event's over, y'all can sit back and y'all actually like, that was pretty successful. Let's celebrate. Thank you for this.
At the event, it's never going to be. It's gonna be all love.
I understand, yeah. Well, it may not be at least face value. You put that persona on, but there may be something like I forgot the tablecloth, you forgot the water, but we're just gonna make it work.
Right.
Those are minor right now. We can't fix it.
We gotta get this thing going.
And so for the next time, we know we need to have this act beforehand.
Right.
And each one knows their role. It's little things, but I get it.
And then like
you learn by doing.
The event that just heightens it, you know. But in my mind, I'm like, man, I'm lackadaisical about everything. Like, my demeanor is the same. I'm playful and relaxed if it's burning down or if it's not burning down. Like I'm going to be me. And like they be like, well, Steve, you need to be better than me. And Steve, like, I'm in my lane. This is my comfort zone. Like I ain't gonna get
you in the zone
too much out of the comfort. But I want to make sure that I'm a part of everything. I just want to make sure that I help out.
I understand.
And so that's what I try to do. But
thank you, Lindy, for joining in. Thank you, Obi, for joining in. Make sure you tag, like, and share. The lighting looks... Oh, never mind. I'm not reading that question. We're going on to the next one. Shayla talked about the lights look good. I think there's a little shadow in this corner back here. You guys see the shadow?
I don't see it.
I
don't see it.
Never mind. We're going to skip that. But seriously, though, we're having fun going live, too. We're having a lot of fun. But can you guys touched on it a little bit and during the when you were answering the last question, but what gives you your drive? What's your inspiration? I know it's like you said, coming up through the Boys Club and different programs and how it helped you and you want to give back. If someone came in this room right now and wanted to know they want to follow in your footsteps, what gives you your why? What would you tell them?
I would tell them it's pain. And it's not my pain. I can go online on YouTube, on Facebook, and see a story about our one event we had is for the ACE. Did I say ACE right? For Helen Spence? Was it ACE? Okay. So what ACE is like a trauma. Some exact words for it.
Trauma informed care is what it's based off.
That's what it is. So. But I've been,
right team right there,
but I've been to her thing before, and I know it's about how Is that the one that I did that for? Yes.
Yes.
It's the one that So if you have a child and they have problems, it's not that they just have problems, it's stemming from somewhere. Some type of trauma. So that's basically what it is, right? And then it's really to teach parents how to deal with that. And teachers and whoever else, right? So what happened was I seen an article about a kid getting beat. And so stuff like that, that's pain. And that causes me, and I feel like I'm going to save the world. So I'm like, well, that means that an event needs to happen about that so you can inform people and educate people of what's going on. So a lot of the events that we have currently are based on pain that I see. I might see, I'm not going to say the school district. It might be a school district, something's going on. Or I might see like a fight that happened in a school district. Definitely not. Did you know that the Hannah just had like an audit and like they did outstanding on it?
Oh,
it was in the paper today.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, it was like amazing.
Wow.
Who knew, right?
We all do now.
Right. It's like Hannah all day, right? So, no, but there's big fights at the Hannah too. Like, I seen one that they recorded like not too long ago, a couple months ago. So, when I see stuff like that, that's what makes me want to give back and give more. You know, when I just walking in the store and I see something that I feel is not appropriate, that makes me want to try to help people. And it's crazy because right now, so let's say you have 5 events, right? And at those 5 events, we usually have 30 to 40 kids, right? Hypothetically speaking, out of those 40 kids, 25 are repeated kids that come to all our events. The other 15 may be new. My thing is, the 25 that come, I'm not saying they're like they're perfect kids, but they're kind of good. You know what I mean? Their parents just want to keep them involved.
Exactly.
I want to touch the kids that don't come because that's like pain. So I was telling him like I didn't want to do well, and our board told me about that too, but we didn't want to do no more events. We want to just go out to the streets. It's hot, it's summer, and find the kids and talk to them that way. You know what I mean? To see what's going on. So to answer your question, for me, is pain. Like, if I see somebody going through something, I'd be like, let's have an event. Or if I think of something that I don't see kids doing, I'm like, let's, like, in the summer, we want to have a overnight camp, and it's like an hour away where we're going. We haven't announced it yet. But it's taking kids out of...
Y'all know that.
No, but I'm not going to say all the details, right? But basically, it's taking kids out of their element and letting kids be kids and let kids have fun, and they're not around their parents, and it's giving their parents a break, and it's giving the kids a break, and then they can just be kids, you know? Because, like, I prefer now... I'm never going to tell a parent they can't come to an event, but I prefer them not to, because I really want the parents to go to the mall, go get your nails done, you know what I mean?
You want patient zero in their purest form.
Yeah, because they need to recharge too. Parents need to recharge, and then kids need to, be kids. So my thing is, what drives me is pain that I see in kids.
Okay. But trigger an event.
Yeah, that's
Good answer. Anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, I'm totally different from him. Although I think that's wonderful. Well, because what motivates me is gonna be different.
Right. Go ahead.
So, my why would be like the joy other kids get from like simple things. So I do therapy at school. So today I bring Uno cards with me. So what I try to do is I try to meet with some kids and then we play some Uno just to get them to relax. Because we're gonna talk about some heartfelt issues, some absentee fatherism. So a lot of things like that causes them trigger sadness and pain. And so today I met a new kid, and during that process we played Uno, and I tell him, listen, just want to let you know, I'm going to be the kid. Like I got nothing inside me that says let this kid beat me in Uno. Call it what you want. So as I'm like, you know how to play Uno? He's like, yeah. During the game, I could tell he didn't know how to play Uno. So I tried to show him, and I'm still beating, but I tried to show him and walk him through that process. But you can see the joy that came from just the engagement of him. Yeah. And so what it speaks to is that at home, he might not ever had that before.
That attention.
And so just to let you know that there's people out here that want to see you in that form. I don't need you any ordinary little I don't know, say hood kid, but pants sagging, chains on, earrings.
Edit.
He was like, I don't.
We live. That one will edit. This one won't.
Listen, I grew up in it, so I can relate because I was that, and so it's not like you shouldn't call him this. I'm telling you, the behaviors of what he is exhibiting, so you can get a clear picture of like. I'm not talking about no ordinary kid. No, I'm talking about the one who's like, yo, I hate school and I don't want to be here. What you gonna do when you're older? I don't know. Right. So you can see his light is dim in reference to his future. And so what I want to do through the process of S.W.A.G is give back to him to let him know his future can be as bright as he make it. And my job is to help get him to that brightness as much as possible. You know, so it's about giving. It's about going out of my way. It's about, yo, come on, man, I'm gonna pick you up and take you over here. Tell your mom and then we'll come grab you. It's cool. Let's go get him some food. Let's show him some love the way people show me love. You know, and if you
what was given to
right,
you.
so right, his is joy and mine is pain.
So if you're not from it, you don't know how to get back to it.
Steve has another good question right here. He said
Steve is on it.
He knows that you love dogs. Do you ever use your dogs for therapy?
That would
Our
be
personal
awesome.
therapy.
Personal.
That would be awesome. However, and I believe our dogs would be wonderful at it. I'm more scared of the stigma attached. We have 3 pits. We have 3 girl dogs. They're named after the locks, Jada, Styles, and Sheila. So we have 3 pits, and they're great dogs. Like if they run up to you, they gonna lick you. They gonna do everything in reference to having fun. And so
Their dogs at
like,
home.
not saying that they would or wouldn't.
I'm saying,
but I mean,
you know what, take that chance.
You have the anomaly that'll happen where
Steve, that's a bad question.
lightning will strike in the one spot and just set everything in
Yeah,
chaos.
like what's that?
But no, I never thought about it. But it is something that I know that's out there. And I know that can be beneficial.
Right.
So are you?
So with your nonprofit and any other events or accomplishments that you guys got going on, do you have any goals that you've already accomplished and goals that you're striving for right now that you guys want to share?
My next goal would be Dauphin County, holla at me. I'm gonna be ready to take my test, and so the goal after that is to become licensed, and so
okay. And you're working towards that, so
yeah.
I mean, I see that in the near future.
Right.
And then after that, it would be like sitting down and determining to see if I want to go for my doctorates.
Okay.
I've been going back and forth at it, and in my head I'd be joking. I'm like, yo, if I get my doctorate, like somebody better call me Dr. Steve for like 3 days in a row. And then after that, like I'm okay. Like you can go back to I'm regular Steve.
You gotta have that big ego feel, that ego.
And it's already a nice size. It's already a nice size, man. It's already a nice size. So I'm definitely okay with it. But those are my thing, and you know, happy wife, happy life. So that's always a goal to try to keep pushing for.
Yeah. Good way to finish too. That was slick. That was real slick. I get it. See one. There we go. Any goals that you're working toward, Carla, or any
right now, just
accomplishments that
trying
you're
to
looking to obtain?
Because like I said, I'm behind the scenes. I'm the like making sure everything is going down, and so like I'm just happy that the therapy's going, and now we're at a doctor's office now. We have S.W.A.G. S.W.A.G is our honor roll. You did mention it at the beginning. So we have a lot of people from the community come together. It's crazy because when it first started, I didn't plan on doing it every marketing period. Mm-hmm. I just planned on doing it one time, and I reached out to like 6 women who I were close to. They had small businesses, and I asked them to donate, and they all said yes. And then we had so many kids sign up for it that I'm like, we should just keep doing it. So we're just going to keep doing it. So tomorrow is the deadline. If you have honors or distinguished honors, go to www.blessedtogivepa.com. I'll put it in the
I'll make sure it gets posted in the header, yep.
And right when you click on our website, it's right there for S.W.A.G.
Okay.
You can go and sign up, and then in about a week, we'll announce the winners.
Okay.
So we have about 30, 40 gifts to give out, you know what I mean? And I think I did a spreadsheet like a week ago, and I had about 42 kids sign up. And I got a couple this week. So it's a learning process. Like,
what did you start with when you did the first market period, the very first time? How many kids did you have sign up that time?
Like 22, 24.
Okay,
so it is growing, right? It is growing, and then it's even like everything's a learning process. And I'm a big, Gary V. I don't know if you know Gary V. He's a motivational speaker.
Oh yeah, Gary Vaynerchuk.
Yeah,
he's one of my favorites.
So,
I can't repeat what he says on here, but
right.
He said Vaynerchuk. I know him well.
I mean, like that's my.
Once.
Did you?
And when I was in Los Angeles,
that's awesome.
He came down. I got to do that band. That was it.
Been like.
But I had my phone ready. I didn't know it was him, so I turned around. Had I known,
because he does is like a regular, right. But he says like one of his biggest thing is to keep track of your The one thing he said I read last week was that what if you could have saw the first dress that Vera Wang made? So you got to show people's their journey, So with that, like it was like trial and error because I had people going on the one website to to register, and so the parents would put just their names and their email, and then when it was time to give the prize, I'm emailing them, and then I can't get, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like every marketing pair. So now we got with the website. Now you have to give me all your information.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So it's a learning experience that I'm loving to go through. But now I'm like,
get rid of all the headaches that you go through and learn. Like, this
next marketing pair, I'm gonna do this way.
Next
So the goal is next year, because this is our first year doing it, to give a scholarship at the end.
Okay.
So that's the ending goal for the I think I don't know if it's just going to be like who had honors the most. Like if it's like did you get them all 4, then you would get into the drawing to get the the scholarship for that. So that's the I really enjoy S.W.A.G's and honoring kids.
I like that. Anything else that we may have missed that you guys might want to cover?
Only thing I wanted to say, like iron sharpens iron. So the biggest thing that we like to do is understand that it's bigger than us.
Yes.
And so the collaboration is always there. So if anybody ever wanted to do anything, even us just coming and just helping out, I don't care if I'm setting up a table, folding chairs, like anything we could do to help anybody else at the event is cool. Like no money, no needed, you know what I mean? It's just a good time, all fun, and that's what we're about. So.
Giving back, I like it.
And I think like long as everything is about positivity.
Likewise, yes.
You know what I mean? Like I just really big on positivity, staying away from mess and drama, and like you said, collaborating with people and giving back, and I just want people to know like with the kids like. Just real, if you don't like, cause there's there's books on kids, but they say there's no book on kids. And if I could go back, ours are 19 and 20. I'm sure I did things wrong that today I would do different. Like just get help. Like that's my biggest thing. Like if you need help with your youth, get help. Don't always blame the youth. Don't always blame the school. Don't always blame the teachers. Like just really sit down with your youth and figure out what's going on before you. Turn negative, So that's my let go. Like, just really try to get in with your youth and see what's going on. Because what parents need to understand that how we grew up is different.
It is. It's
how they grew up.
Society right now,
yes. And social media is so hard, and there's so many. Every other day you hear young kids committing suicide, and it all stems from social media. And if you think because you told your child they can't have Facebook and not on social media, they're figuring it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes.
So that's my let go. Like leave on. Like just make sure you're you be a parent and not be a child's friend, but just get to know what's going on with them.
All right. Cool. Thank you.
S.W.A.G out.
I like it. I think we just had a great segment. We had a wonderful segment, actually. And I want you guys to remember, all the information that they put on, I'll make sure I get, and it'll be put in the header. So if you have any questions, your contact information will be there. They can reach out. Your website will be there so they can reach out. All the information will be put on the header. But remember, I put on to put on. And I say that to say this. If you have a business, a product, or a positive message, and you need a platform to do it, schedule an appointment. We will get you on the show. We will get it done. And like I said, a business.
And he will use his own light.
Maybe a little one next time. Maybe a little.
Hey, I'm telling you, it's dark in this corner, but I mean, it's too late for it all now.
Sorry, I messed you.
It's all right. It's all right. I appreciate it, though. Sometimes you just got to drive some points home. There's a lighting system behind the cameras here, and there's one in particular that's doing a great job, but there's another one that's not being used that I think needs to be used right now. And I think it's the better light out of all of them, but that's a matter of opinion. Anyway, like I said, I put on. If you got a business, a product, or a positive message, give me a shout. We'll get you on the show. You guys can go ahead and put that on there. You know, I'm throwing off a little bit, but it's all right. It's your motivational speaker, your empowerment coach, your author, and your favorite baker's favorite baker. I wanted to take one more thing. This Saturday, I almost said June. Come check me out. It's going on from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. the Carlisle Fairgrounds, the Amani Fest. I want to see you all out there. Guess who? See, it always, at least one time, I get tongue-tied. It's all right, though. You just got to go with it. You just got to go with it. But you guys want to know who the special guest is next week?
Who?
You got to tune in and see.
Oh.